All right, everybody, so welcome back. So the Trinidad and Tobago Rugby Union is once again hosting the Rugby Americas North Sevens Tournament. This marks the second consecutive year where Trinidad and Tobago welcomes the region's best rugby talents. To tell us more, we do have in studio this morning Kanisha Vincent, President of the Trinidad and Tobago Rugby Union, and Leah Kintiba, Captain of the National Senior Women's Rugby Team. Ladies, thank you very much for coming this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Yes? All right, so let's get right into it, because, Kanisha, I think that while some people may be familiar, of course it's the second year that you're having such a tournament, they are going to be familiar with the tournament, but please, for those of us this morning who are not too familiar, what can they expect?
So our Rugby Sevens tournament, it brings a lot of excitement. You have, well, we will have this time 20 teams from countries across our region. They'll be competing over 3 days. We have 3 tiers: men's tier 1, men's tier 2, and women's rugby. And it's a lot of fast-paced action. The games are 7-minute halves. It's a quick 1 to 2 minute halftime, and you have 7 players on a full-sized pitch, all going for it at 100% for those 14 minutes.
All right. So just for our viewers again this morning, it's being held at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Arima from the 21st to the 23rd of November.
Yes.
All right. So let's get further into it, because I think Kanisha, and I was saying that during the break that many years ago I noticed that, to me, and this is just to me, what I'm seeing out there, I think that the sport was at a very popular stage. And I think that over the years, well, I have not been seeing the popularity concerning the sport. How do I put it? How popular is this sport in Trinidad and Tobago?
I would say that we're still a very small sport.
Yeah.
We have clubs across to west, south, and the east of Trinidad, but the majority of our population is concentrated within Port of Spain and environs. We play a lot of schools rugby, which is touch, and we have men's and women's senior clubs. So the popularity, I think it depends on the version of the game. We have much more people playing touch than we do tackle, but it's catching on.
Yeah. All right. So, Leah, let's talk a little bit more about this tournament. What would you like our viewers to know about this tournament, what they can also expect?
Well, the tournament would be really good. As Kanisha rightfully said, rugby is a growing sport presently within the Caribbean. So the audience or whoever come or support us, I think that we want them to see the skills and the ability that the team have. It will be intense, the tournament will be intense, but it's a lot of showcase that we will be performing out there within the tournament.
Yeah. Let's talk about that, Kanisha, the capabilities. As we look, let's say, as it relates to our teams in Trinidad and Tobago, how do they compare to, let's say, other teams in the region or internationally?
Last year, actually, for this sevens tournament, we had our best performances in a while. Our senior men's sevens team placed second, and the senior women's sevens team placed third. So when we look at our placement in the region as it sits, we're doing really well. So the men would have beaten everybody, Mexico, etc., to end up in that final against Canada. The women would have lost to Jamaica, who were in the final against Mexico. So when it comes to regional sevens, we're not looking too bad. We will contend with powerhouses like Jamaica, Guyana, particularly on the men's side. And for the women, we always have that rivalry with Mexico and Jamaica as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure, so I'm going to ask, is this an Olympic sport?
Yes, it is, rugby sevens.
Yeah, so is it Is it that when we speak about Trinidad and Tobago, that's the objective, to participate in the Olympics and do well at the Olympic level?
Eventually for us, yes.
Yeah. So all right. So, which takes me to this question now. How far are we away from something like that?
So the interesting thing about our qualification pathway for Olympics is that it comes directly out of our regional tournament.
Yes.
So we have our HSBC Sevens, which is the World Series, and teams qualify through there. I think it's 8. And then regional, regions have a certain number of placements. I think it's 1 to 2, depending on the region that you come from.
Yeah.
So even if, let's say, for example, our men get to a regional final and they play Canada, if they beat Canada, they may be qualified directly to the Olympics. So it's just like 1 or 2 steps for us to get there. The women are quite similar, and if not, we get the opportunity to go to a repechage tournament, which also, if you win, you get to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, I see Leah is smiling in the wings there. She wants to participate in at the Olympic level. Leah, I wanna ask you this, because I think that there may be some parents who are looking at us right now, and they may be fearful of getting their daughters involved in rugby because it looks rough.
Yeah.
Yeah? Speak to that for us regarding the fear. And I suspect you would want to tell them, well, you know, there are things, there are mechanisms, there are rules to the game that they should not be fearful if their daughter wants to participate in rugby.
I think that rugby is the only sport naturally that teaches you how to actually like take tackles and those things. It's one of the safest sports ever because they actually teaches you how to not get injured.
Right.
Right? Yes, rugby is an aggressive sport. We understand that, but it teaches you discipline, teamwork, how to communicate with players, all those things. Give you that safe space. So I think that parents, I know it might be frightful for your child, but I think that if you give them the opportunity to actually explore the sport, I think that they would like it. You would see the change within your child because they would end up more disciplined because rugby is more disciplined sport, which is what you actually want for your child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, Kanisha, I think that this is a good, and when I say the tournament, it's a good platform for parents to bring their daughters, their sons to really observe the game.
What's really good about the tournament is that on the Friday, school children in uniform can enter for free. So if parents want to bring their kids on the Friday to just maybe have a look-see, and then we have more pool matches on Saturday, and then all our semi-final, quarter-final action on the Sunday.
Yeah. All right. So I'm seeing that the doors open at 8 o'clock on the competition days. All right. So again, it's from the November the 21st to the 23rd. Yeah. Cost for adults $40. Well, this is right. This is small thing, eh? Right, Kanisha. But again, I think it is that you all have made it easier for people to attend.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the objective there.
Yes.
Ladies, anything else you'd like to tell us about the tournament or anything else?
Anything from me?
No, I'm good.
I just want to say the Trinidad and Tobago rugby team and the rugby union, the members, continue to work hard to make our sport one of the ones that people want to come to watch. So we have the opportunity now. We're in Trinidad and Tobago, which we don't have often. So if you have the opportunity between the 21st and 23rd of November, it'll be good to come and have a look and see what really happens at a Rugby Sevens tournament.
Yeah, but ladies, let's be honest, you all need things.
Yeah.
You all need resources. Let's talk a little bit about that for us to take it to the next level. Leah wants to go to the Olympics. She needs things.
She does.
What do you all need?
So I could say from an administrative standpoint, what we need, we have a really good partnership with the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, and through that as well, the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs. And what we really need in terms of rugby is more, I guess, back in from a corporate standpoint, being able to collaborate more with our local brands, etc., to market to our audience in a way that's more palatable and accessible to them, and be able to incorporate others who may or may not have tried rugby before or seen it before into our ecosystem.
How do people get in contact with you all?
So we have our Instagram, because I know that's trendy and hip.
Yes.
It's TTRU868. We also have our website, same, and we can be contacted via email as well, which is contact@ttrfu.com. So you can interact with us on all of those platforms. Some of our national teams also have their own handles, so feel free to like, follow, share. We'll have a lot of content coming out over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. So, Leah, you participating at the tournament? People can come to see you?
Yes, I am.
And Kanisha, too?
I'm refereeing.
Sure.
But she'll still be on the field, everybody.
I'll be there.
Yeah? So you are participating in the tournament?
Yes, I am. I will be there participating in the tournament. I'll be captain in the Trinidad and Tobago team.
Right.
I would like everybody to come out and support us. We would like the support from each and every one of us, because how we are playing at home, we get the opportunity to hear our fans, our families, our friends cheering us on, and that gives us the momentum to keep pushing forward, because we want to make our country proud. Because playing on the red, white, and black, I always say, is a privilege.
Yeah.
You understand? So,
yeah. All right, so ladies, we do have the contact information up again. The tournament is at the Larry Gomes Stadium in Arima from the November the 21st to the 23rd. Yeah? Kanisha, anything else you'd like to add before you leave us this morning? About 30 seconds,
No, I think we're all good. It's going to be fun and exciting. Come out in your numbers, make your signs. Yes. We'll be there.
Yeah, so again, Kanisha, she will be refereeing,
yes.
And you can come out and see Leah's skills.
Yes.
Ladies, thank you very much for coming this morning. We wish you all the best with the tournament.
Thank you very much.
And we wish you all the best with the sport too, because I think that we would want to see the sport be taken to another level. And again, if we can see you all participate at the Olympic Games, I mean, to me, that's going to be great. And again, it's a good opportunity for our young men and women to be involved in something positive. Yeah? So I know the fight is a difficult fight, but I think it's a necessary fight. Yeah?
Agreed.
Thank you again for coming this morning. All right, everybody. So we're heading to another break. We do have this for you from Melville Dunmore. Beside the still waters, what? Melville is getting prophetic this morning, boy. We're coming back, everybody.
Let we show them we could retro. Mix the soca with dinosaur. Things are